It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Set for a good matchup in one of the premier divisions in the NFL. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, you never get a chance to really rebuild. Everyone wants you to win right now in this division. And they've been taking turns at the top of the division. 19 years since the Eagles repeated as division champ. Dallas won it last year. Who knows what we're in store for this season?
Yeah, it just shows how hard it is to win year in and year out consistently in the NFL. The league is set up.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He fields it at the 8. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all of those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Now the former Bill and Texan Devin Singletary. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jones to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's 3rd and goal. Jones. And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton Touchdown, Giants. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big toe. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He'll take off again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you what's coming up in primetime this week. Week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday doubleheaders for the year. Ravens-Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to the air again. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. That's taken in left side by Smith.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and You're just saying box them out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tracy. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. He's got his man, that's Slayton, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Singletary. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Singletary. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And that's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts now. Off he goes. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but A good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw, Hurts. He'll try and get there up. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. On play action, Hurts. This is caught. It's the former Colt Harris Campbell. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Geno Smith throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. The Giants got solid play out of their quarterback in that first half. That's Daniel Jones. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward, a gain of 9 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's got his man. It's Smith. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith with a really nice job getting past the sticks, and he just continues to establish himself as one of the best young receivers in the game. He's following up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons each of the last 2 years.
Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The return starts from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. Jones now on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Jones keeping this one. They'll take this forward for about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Shotgun now for Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. They'll run. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Nice run there by Barkley, and he certainly surprised a lot of people in free agency. Not only that he left the Giants, but that he chose to sign with one of their biggest rivals in the process. He now joins a loaded Eagles roster, and having him in the fold will certainly help as they try to get back to another Super Bowl here in 2024.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot, and frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, You know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
That is hauled in at the 5. And the Eagles are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. Catch made right side. It's Johnson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jones going to hang on to it here. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On 2nd down, here's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw is Jones. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following...
And he'll take it on in. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now, an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So the Eagles use their first timeout here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And a nice run. get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. It is 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Barkley. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Barkley. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Here's first down. Here we go. One final play. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play.
What a defensive breakdown, Mike. It's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.